I'm gonna rant. I'm on the beach and I'm gonna rant. My cycling pass has just finished. I had once when I went out of the house, I had about 1.5 hours left, and yeah, I spent them cycling again. I kind of want to go again because I don't know what else to do. There is one option of going to the other side of the creek, because the creek goes like this, kind of like a horseshoe, and I'm on one side of the horseshoe. I could maybe go to the other side of the horseshoe. I think it's that place that's called like Dubai Marina. So maybe I can do some sketching there or something. I don't know yet. For now, I'm on the beach. Oh, and also I'm considering going for a swim, but that involves a lot of other steps. So I'm not doing anything. I'm lying on the beach and being sleepy, and I'm going to rant. I had a fall, and I do enjoy a good fall. There was this section again. This whole bicycle path along the canal, along the creek, is side by side with some kind of road construction, pedestrian area construction, and so some areas are kind of blocked or narrowed down. So there was one such area. There was this kind of passage that you had to go through, like enclosed passage, and then after that it's kind of like turn, and then get back on the like normal cycling path. And there were some guys with like flags waving and like showing people where to go. And there were some other people cycling and these guys, and there was some other people like doing the construction, and the thing is narrow. And then I came to a place where you had to go down to the like another level. There was this kind of sliding, tilted thing, like for example for wheelchairs. And then you cross the road and you go back up again. But that back up again place was full of posts for some reason. So it's not like you get like nice 2.5 meters of like space to go up. It's like the space is divided into much smaller sections with 3 or 4 posts. So I was like, I just exited the enclosed space, the corridor. I went down one that's called a ramp. It's not a ramp. It's like this fucking. Yeah. What is it? Do they have a name? Like. You go on the like sidewalk, and then when you were crossing like the crosswalk, when you're on the crosswalk, there is this kind of slidey thing there to get to the level of the road because the sidewalk is elevated. And then I needed to get onto the other one and continue on the path. And again, there were the posts. There was this guy with the green thing. So I was like, oh, where do I go? Where do I go? Didn't panic, but like my mind was doing calculations, and it calculated wrong. And it went like to like, let's say to the left, and then there was this what are those called? Like the barrier around the like the there are barriers. Like stone barriers that follow the sidewalks. So it was there. It was already erasing and like fully erased. And yeah, I thought, okay, I'm gonna smash into it. And I cannot, like, I don't have enough time to like turn the wheel to squeeze into something between like this post and that post. So I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna smash into it. So yeah, I started to I hit the brakes, and I was pretty. Well, I wasn't going fast, but like it's still fast enough to kind of create momentum. So yeah, the bicycle and like all the wheels and the fucking pedals and my legs and my arms and all of that like started like doing random things. I asked a physicist about what it was doing. I would love to ask a physicist about what it was doing, like the physics of the fall. So yeah, I fell down with the bike and like yeah, awesome. Um, so then I got up and I got on the bike again and I continued to the beach. Um, and I let me look someone in the eye, to a potential viewer in the eye. I do enjoy a good fall. I'm laughing, but it's not because like it's sarcasm or like it's a joke and I actually mean the opposite or something. It's like it's a genuine expression of joy. I genuinely enjoy this like a good flop of like, oh crap, yeah. It just creates something nice in my brain. But the rant is about the sad fact that this ability or this inclination that I have, this brain structure, has been hurt, and I don't have like full command of it. I'm still able to enjoy my fall, but now it requires work, and it requires pushing out all the shit that people have been giving me for the last, for the last years. Not counting the 1 year. Tomorrow is gonna mark the 1 year that I'm free, but before that I wasn't, and yeah, I had to deal with my narcissistic ex-friend, for whom like everything is an injury to the ego, and well, yeah, we had a lot of dumb conversations about like activities that he's not even gonna do, like not in a million years. He's gonna just first of all, he's not gonna do them. He's not interested. It's not something he does. It's like completely irrelevant to his life. Then point number two, he would shit on people who do that, obviously, because like he's not doing that. Why are they doing that? So it would be like, oh, that's all stupid and bad and like. Stupid and evil, and like I don't even like it. Yeah, it's if you have experienced it, well, first of all, my sympathy goes to you. But if you know, you know. It's like worse than a concentration camp and dumber than a butthole at the same time, and something else there too. It's like yeah, like. It's doubly irrelevant, but that's a lie, I guess. That's the whole act is a lie. So what actually happens is, yeah, it's either that what he's not doing. Just by virtue of not being interested, you cannot be fucking interested in everything in the world. It's either that thing that is completely dumb and like idiotic and like as bad as a concentration camp, or it's him. It's this fucking personality structure. So the shitting is not the shitting on everything and like saying that like I'm not interested is not a genuine truth. It's not an expression of like your actual opinion. Okay, I literally don't I know there are some people sunbathing. And then there are people on scooters. I have ridden a scooter once in my life recently in Istanbul. I did that, and it wasn't even my choice. It was the guy I was meeting with. He was like, "Oh, let's get back to my house on this scooter," and like step on it like behind me and like hold on to me. And, like, I do prefer to do my own activity, but okay, whatever. So I did that. It was fine, but I don't feel like doing it. It's okay. Like I'm not interested. Yeah, like there is a problem. There is a problem when you have to like go into detailed fucking explanations of not being interested in something without any like negative feelings about that. It just, you don't want it. There are countless things at any given moment that I'm not interested in and like don't want to. Most of the things that exist, I'm not interested in. And the same for everyone. The same goes for everyone, because there are almost infinitely many things to be potentially interested in. So what I'm expressing now is not what they were expressing. Because there is no perception like that. Like it's this fucking closed system of like only what I'm doing should exist. The other thing should fucking vanish. And like if it doesn't, then of course it doesn't. But if it doesn't, then it's bad and stupid because I'm not doing that and because I'm not the best at it. And like then running in that circle. So what will happen? How it all relates to the fall? There was some kind of weird system in there, which I'm not sure I entirely understand. Because like I think for about like a year, almost 2 years, I didn't even get it. Because I would get this question like, "Oh, do you care about that?" Like, for example, yeah, let's go with the fall. So sometimes you do an activity and you fall in the process, and like, do you care about that? And I understand it as like the context is that like, do you place like negative personal value on like, do you judge, essentially? Do you judge people according to this criteria? Like, if they fall, they suck. Like, if they don't fall, they don't suck. And I'm like, or they're like, they're something. They're losers. And I'm like, no. Like, what? So I would answer that, yeah, I don't care. And my answer, the idea that I have in my mind that it doesn't, you fall, you don't fall, you like fucking topple over yourself, you fly into space while doing this activity, it means nothing. It means nothing about your value as a person or your, like, it doesn't place you in any fucking hierarchy. It's not something to shit or like to it's not a system of like I'm on top and you're down there at the bottom, and like when I shit, the shit falls on you, and like, oh, so cool. It doesn't create these systems in my mind, and I want them to go if they're around, because they're around. I want them to go. Like it's I don't care, is that like it shouldn't be important, and it's not important to me, so I don't judge myself according to that, whatever that is. Like everything is a competition with I don't even know whom and why. It's a bicycle ride. And I don't judge other people, so I don't, if I see someone like falling, I don't immediately go, ooh, they are something, they fall into this category then, and then this kind of attitude they deserve this kind of attitude, and then if they don't fall, it's then into this other category, and then they deserve this other attitude. No, people deserve just level of respect anyway. But so I understood this question, these inquiries. There were so many of them, as in like do you create hierarchical systems there? Do you does it concern you who falls where, or who falls on what kind of step? And I'm like, no. And then my narcissistic ex-friend would go, oh, cool. And he would start shitting on me. Because, like, I'm gonna give two versions here. I think the first one, I think, is wrong. So, look, you don't care. So now I'm gonna make it so, while comparing myself to you, that like, well, you just fall because you just fall and you don't care, but you're bad and you don't care. But I fall for legitimate reasons, and actually I don't fall, and actually like it should be all changed so that I don't fall, and or like the system should be the whoever falls is the coolest, but not you, it's me. So it's all like it's all always like that. So eventually it all came to the I'm good at it. I'm better at it. It's like, it's not even like I'm good at it. It's like I'm better at it. Better than who, my dear? And yeah, it's like better than me. And for the I think it's about like, I don't know, like year and a half. I was I didn't get it because my mind perceived it as like as another opportunity to like flop funnily in a like friendly company, like, oh yeah, like I'm a dumbass. But then all the time you're in this place of like your friend, the person you consider your friend, constantly draws comparisons, well, kind of shitting on you. So yeah, I think like my first the one that I've just given is wrong. My first interpretation. There is no absence of hierarchy in that mind. And when he asks, like, do you care? It's like, do you care that you're a loser? Or do you accept your fucking shitty place? Like, do you compensate for that somewhere else? Do you shit on this whole thing so much inside your mind to convince yourself that you don't care? Like, are you a piece of dung? And I happily said, yeah, like, oh, sure. And then, oh, cool. Because then, you're such a piece of dung, but I'm so amazing. Because there is only this vertical structure, and there are only two options. You're a loser, or you're the coolest person on earth. And not you. You're a loser. They are the coolest person on earth. And like, eventually, I mean, I cannot give the timeline, actually. I cannot give the emotional timeline. I know that just now it's these circular fucking conversations about how you're actually a complete, like, loser, and he's so good, and everything should be different so that he never fails or something. It's all in there, and it was so painful because, I mean, I don't care about the systems. I think they should go. The systems of the monkey fucking system. but I do care about my friend shitting on me. Like, I don't, like, this is not a friend. This is not friendship of, like, if one individual is constantly putting whomever is next to them down, to feel, because they need to feel that they're the best at everything, even at the things they have no interest of doing. That hurts. That's not friendship. That's not like intimacy. That's not connection. That's some kind of fucking nonsense. And it's now here. Yeah, tomorrow is gonna be a year since I last spoke to that person, but it's still here, of course. And it's like I say jingle, and you continue bells. It's like jingle bells. So whenever jingle happens, my mind just automatically continues bells, because that's what's been happening for years now, and intensely. It was like almost the only thing that was happening, and it just poisons and spoils and just it poisons and spoils my natural reactions, and I have to push this thing away to get to like I had a nice fall. Now I have like a laceration on my wrist, and I probably have a few bruises on my knee. Though, like, while I was falling, I understood, like, oh, the bike is really heavy, actually. And, like, the heavy things move differently from things that are not heavy. It's an experience. It's kind of funny. It's it's kind of... It's not actually that negative. I mean, the caveat here is, of course, like, nothing happened, as in, like, nothing was broken, which, yeah, then that could be a negative experience, because it involves doing a lot of stuff you didn't actually want to do, and you didn't pay for that. Like, when you go on vacation, you don't you don't dream about, like, going to the hospital with broken bones. It's just an experience, and it's a cute one. It's like seeing a small animal. Like, I don't know, I passed some people who were playing beach volleyball, and that gave me joy. But to get to the joy, I need to push that circular bullshit away. And that's not all. My camera said, "Camera is overheated, let it cool down." And I'm like, yeah, I understand you, camera. Me too. Yeah, the point is, sadly, my narcissistic ex-friend wasn't even the only person in my life who was doing this sort of bullshit. So this is turd number 1. There was also turd number 2. And whereas my narcissistic ex-friend, there was this system, and I know he's lying, because, like, yeah, eventually I would say, like, why are you fucking shitting on me, like, 2 years in? Like, can you maybe, like, not shit on me? Can you maybe not shit on your friend? And he was like, but you said you didn't care. Well, if you said that you cared, I wouldn't have done that. It's like, I'm so considerate and everything. And, like, no, you would have still shit on me, but in a different way. It would have been like, oh, you care, but I don't care, and you shouldn't care. Like, there is nothing else. It's just, this is what you do. you connect with people to use them as means of getting ego points for you. That's it. There is nothing else. Because caring that, like, I don't know, someone is troubled by some kind of hierarchy where they fall into a place of being a loser, that gives nothing to you. That gives you no kick. Like, helping them is not what you want. And supporting them and like being careful with them, it's not what you want. It's not what you as a person want. So whereas he still had this system of like asking, like, do you care, and then shitting. Why am I coughing? The turn number 2, like from the very beginning, from the very start, his attitude was that it's a job interview and I'm being interviewed. Not him, me, I'm being interviewed. Because he wants an object who's gonna perform this task for him. And like, do you perform that object? And this is what he means, but what he says is like, do you like that? And I'm like, yeah, I love cycling. He was like, oh, cool. So I can get. So he hears, yeah, I perform this task, I perform this thing, and he's like, oh, okay, I can now use this object. And then because I'm not an object, I'm a person. Like, I don't cycle the way he thinks his cycling partner should cycle. And he's like, ooh, but you said you liked it. I thought you knew how to do that. I'm on the bicycle and I'm riding it. And like, ooh, well, I'm not like that. I have actually done a lot of bike rides, and ooh, I didn't know you were so inexperienced or something. And I'm like, where are you getting that? Because like when you go through actual data, yeah, like I've had vastly more experiences than this guy in many, many, many areas, because I've had a life, and he was sitting at his mother's basement, supported by his mother's money, sulking. And I'm not one to sulk. And my mother doesn't have a basement and wouldn't support me. Anyway, we've just had very different lives, and yeah, I happen to. It just so happens that I have done a lot of things. So when you look at the actual data, his claims are demonstrably false. But he's like, but how? Like, I'm so cool, and you're such a shit. In my, like, according to the metrics I'm using, for what reason, I don't know. And again, that would like lead to circular conversations. Well, ooh, but like I used to, like, there was a time 5 years ago where I used to, like, I went to this city and I cycled for 3 days there, like just everywhere, and you seem to like, and you seem that you're like a complete novice, and I'm like, nah. Yeah, I've done the same and I've done more. And he's like, oh, but how, like cognitive dissonance. And then, oh, but then you're unfit, and then you're like not sporty. And because I do this warm up every morning. Well, I say every morning, but I actually do it like approximately 5 times a month. And for 5 minutes, maybe, I do some kind of stretching that some kind of cunt told me about, and I'm like, yeah, I don't do that. Doesn't seem like fun, but let's say nowadays I don't do anything. But like there was recently. There was like a whole year when I did like about 2 hours of exercise almost every day, and by almost every day I'm saying it's like 26 days a month or something, because I was enjoying it. I was dancing my fucking head off. And he's like, again, cognitive dissonance, and it's just all the information I'm giving is just disregarded. And he still stays in that position of he's like the expert and he's the client. He's like choosing an object. And he has the power to assign values and levels to everyone. It never crosses this man's mind that like someone else might be the specialist, like more of a specialist than you are. Like even when he used when he would acknowledge that someone is a specialist, he would still put himself in a position to evaluate who is a specialist. You don't fucking know anything. You are not in a position to make these claims. And it's not even a conversation that I want to be having. This doesn't give me pleasure. I don't give a shit about what I'm a specialist or not a specialist in. I'm just out for a bike ride, for like an enjoyable activity with a friend. So that then these, again, circular conversations full of his cognitive dissonance and the need to like, because like he entered that space with the I'm decide who is who here and what is what, and then he keeps wanting to decide that, and like fucking hell. And when I would express my joy at falling like an idiot, he would start giving me advice and solutions on how to completely change my life, more like with accordance to his life, because that's the golden standard. Like, start doing everything I do and you will not fall. And I'm like, but I've just said that I liked falling and I like it. Why are you solving like a happy occurrence for me? What? Yeah, so these lines of thinking, let me call it that, they're also in my mind now. And they interfere with my joy, which is still there. I'm glad it's still there. But it's hurt. And I want it back. I want it back like fully and like healthy and strong and enjoying its life, this section of my mind. I wanted to forget all of that completely, because that is nonsense. Objectively, it's nonsense, and it's also some other people's nonsense that I don't need. I personally don't need to consider some schmuck that is constantly offended that he is not the best, the fucking paragon of everything, and the people measure against each other, which is what I'm doing, but that's different. My measurement is, I'm king and you're shit. But they're like, I don't need that. Doesn't give me anything. It's like the issue that they should have done something about. And I don't need a fuck who is like pressing buttons to choose the best item that would perform the function that he wants it to perform. I don't need that. Choose your friends wisely. The moral of the story is, I'm getting hungry, which is good. I think I need to swim because I'm all sweaty. I'm overheating. Camera is overheated. Let it cool down. Anyway, I had a lovely fall. I have pushed all of this shit away. I'm just bringing it out again for the video because I need to talk about it. But yeah, I'm capable of experiencing my I had a flop joy, and I'm hopeful. Today's a full year that I've been free of all that nonsense. So I'm hopeful. Eventually, it's just gonna be that and nothing else. No intrusions of those minds that were never friendly to me. They were never my friends. Oh, balls of awesomeness. No. Can we focus, please? Oh, it escaped. We went for a swim, and then God bless trash. I mean, no, but I found a bottle to fill up with fresh water, not salty water. And I washed myself after my swim. And now I asked my host to assist me with buying a pass for 24 hours again because I could fly. I cannot walk anymore. I tried for like 5 minutes and I thought, nah. No, after I just could fly. So I'm gonna be able to fly again once I get to the station. But I think I have one point to make. Um, I mean, without the bike, I wouldn't be able to do this for so long. Um, it would get boring. Um, but it's funny. Apparently, I can do kind of beach holiday thing if there is more than one activity, more than just swimming. And for many years, I didn't think I could. I didn't think I was interested in it. I would usually do like more kind of active holidays. I mean, hiking. Why am I being so cryptic? I mean, hiking. And yeah, I still love it much, much more. But uh, it seems that it's not a package deal. So I don't have to be here on the beach with friends who like occasionally bully you and start competitions every fucking 5 minutes and like talk about something dumb and offensive and judgy at the same time. Um, and or like with the parents, most of my memories are from a time when I was really young. So yeah, you don't need to be here with parents who like neglect you right in your face. You can be here alone, and I would still prefer to have an option to have company.
But if it's that kind of company that just makes it worse, then yeah, I don't want it. But it doesn't come with the beach. The beach is just there. So apparently I can go there on my own and do things that I actually enjoy. And I enjoy them. um, Even with all the sensory issues that I have. Another piece of wisdom for me and for you, if you need it. We can see the station. That's good news. Because, like, you're getting younger. So maybe one day I will not be able to hike anymore or something like this, but I can, like, go to the beach and lie around like a hippo in the mud. Me and my cuff, we're back at my host's place. And we've been here for about 40 minutes and now we're fucking glued to the couch. I can't move. Oh. I'm trying to figure out when to leave tomorrow because I'm flying to Oman eventually. Not eventually, finally I'm flying to Oman. And my flight is at 6 in the evening. So I'm thinking, when should I leave here? And it seems to me like I have to leave like 5 hours early because all the maps show it's like 2 or 3 hours for me to get there, and then you have to be there like 2 hours in advance, at least like 1.5 hours in advance. So yeah, that's a bit unfortunate because I still have my bicycle pass. I think I will go out later once I unglue myself from the couch to ride a bit more, and then maybe in the morning if I wake up early enough. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. The next point is first we'll look at this apple. Got an apple. It's very tasty. It's very pricey though. It's like 250, 54. It's like $1, I think. Yeah, it's like maybe less, like 80 cents. This is crazy. This is an apple. But yeah. Also, I bought 3 potatoes, like a biggish one and like 2 small ones. And it was even more expensive than the apple. It's like $3.70, which is like more expensive than a kilo of tomatoes that I also bought. Not a kilo, I bought 1 tomato. I'm like, what's with the prices? Why is potato? It's a potato. And it's an apple. But it's just this shop, and yeah, today there were tomatoes for like less than 3 dirhams, but before, so the previous bunch that I bought 2 tomatoes, they were like 12 dirhams, and it's like, what's with the prices? But anyway, I'm running out of food and I will have to have dinner soon, so I bought some potatoes. It was either potatoes or more sausage, and I don't want more sausage. But it is better than sausage. Things keep getting torn on this trip. So first there was a hole in my bag that I didn't fix because I'm just like, I'm gonna keep in mind that it's there. But then I found out another hole. No, I found another hole in there which I had to fix. So I used my needle, I used my thread. I have a sewing kit. This is my little sewing kit with dollars inside of it. Yeah, I bought it in Bosnia. Fuck knows when. Long ago. Maybe 10 years ago. And it's still with me. very convenient, but like I'm out of thread because things keep falling apart. Uh, so yesterday, yeah, my pants got torn down there, down the leg, but like around the hem. But I decided not to fix it because like it's not structurally needed. That place, it's okay. There's just a hole. Fuck it. I will fix it once I come home. But then I discovered a hole kind of like in the genitals area, so that one I decided to fix because it was kind of becoming bigger. Did I get burned today? Yeah, and now when I was coming back to my host's place, when I dismounted from the bike, I understood that the butt area is also covered in holes now, and I'm like, oh. So I was like, okay, let them look. I went to the shop, I bought my stuff, and yeah, now I have to fix the pants again, and I have like this much thread left, and who knows what's gonna... I think I got burned. There's some kind of scarring here, and it's painful. I mean, my face is a bit like sandpaper quality, so I think I'm starting to get burned. I bought like long ago already, several months ago, I bought some sunblock. It's like 100% full block something, and it's good because like I remember using the same brand of sunblock, the same company, but it was like less than full block, and I had to reapply it all the time, and I still would get burnt, but this is just inevitable anyway. But yeah, this one is so great, but still I think I should apply it more and not rely on it being so great, because I feel some scarring there. I have a question that I will not get an answer to. So when I dismount, when I get when I get off the bike, it's like if I do 15 minutes on the bike, and I did more. So when I get off the bicycle, it's like I have to prepare myself for that because I get like a shooting pain up my tailbone. And just this whole butt area and the lower back area is like, oh crap. So this is what I usually say, like, oh crap, and I need about like 30-40 seconds for it to like release. And yeah, this is what's been going on. This is what was happening yesterday, this is what is happening today, this is what always happens. And while I was like cycling back, I wondered like if I ever learn what it is, why is that? Because I mean, I would pay some money, I would give someone this apple that I really want to have, but I would give it to anyone who would just give me access to information. Because, you know, you experience weird pain, and it's like, I mean, I experience weird pain all the time, but that one is kind of like a shooting, intense pain. It's a butt pain, not anal pain. The anal pain was like just, damn. That is a bit kind of lower, but it's like significant enough for me to like go crap and like stop. So it kind of, you know, subdues my functioning for about a minute or two. So I cannot just continue with it. It lets me know that it's there. So I want to know, like, is it normal or is it not normal? And then, because my whole life I've been surrounded by assholes who never just give you information. So I want to determine, like, preliminary research before I go complain to some fucking doctors, and then have less money but no results, because that would be happening. Like, what are the options here? Yeah, it's normal. Like, everyone feels, not everyone, but like, well, most people, an average person feels this shooting pain. And then I'm just whiny. I mean, I'm not whiny. I just say, "Oh crap," and like I continue. But yeah, they don't say, "Oh crap," because like they're hardy and tough, or like no, it's just they don't, because they don't choose to do that. What else is there? What else can it possibly be? It's not normal. Like, the majority, the vast majority of people don't experience this shooting butt pain. Fucking tailbone. And I want to know, like, I've asked people about things that are similar to that, because I have a lot of little pains to ask about, or bigger pains. And yeah, I never get an answer. They never give me information. It's, well, it's because I have a dick and you have a vagina, and like, dicks are something. So it's that, or it's because I do like exercise warm up 5 times a month and you don't. It's because I'm Christian and you're not. That one didn't happen, but yeah, it's this kind of reasoning. It's because essentially, like, it's people. I think I should take it as in, like, it doesn't happen to them. But yeah, that's communication. Can you fucking answer? Can you just answer? But now people start. First, they need to imply that there is something. That there is something that explains it. It's very obvious, and they try to tell me that, and like, oftentimes they're just plain wrong because they don't have the information. I have the information. They're like, that's because you never eat potato, and I'm like, but that's basically all I eat. And it's like, well, that's because, yeah, like the usual ones, like, oh, you're like terribly unfit. What do you want? You have a vagina, and you're like, you don't do yoga like I do, and you don't. What do you fucking want? And I'm like, this poor mind. I don't have any other option as to like give it thought. I was like, could it be that I'm just so terribly unfit? And I'm like, that doesn't check out. That doesn't fit. Because I used, like, when I was a teenager for 3 years, I played basketball. Then I fenced. Then I did manual labor for about 4 or 5 years. Then I transferred to better jobs, and which were more about, like, yeah, sitting or like being inside at least, and like not constantly lifting shit, but occasional lifting shit, because I work in a shop with car parts. But I hiked, and I always go for long ass walks. and it's these sorry wusses they who tell me that oh, like, you are not doing anything. They all get smartwatches or something, and they start measuring their steps, and like, oh, I did 3 steps today, and I'm like, what? They there is some kind of number of steps you have to do for it to like be, oh, that's cool. And like when I transfer that to kilometers, I'm like, that's nothing. I I routinely walk that just for fun, not as exercise, not because I'm so cool and I'm so sporty, or just cause that's just a fact. Yeah, and then I go on hikes all the time, especially now when I live in a mountainous area, like easy access, so I just fucking go. And occasionally I start, I, I go on a rampage of like it could be dancing, or it could be like push-ups and other sort of like more static kind of exercises. Not to say that I don't sit on my butt, because I absolutely do sit on my butt. I'm sitting on it right now. What do you know? So I'm like, how is that not enough? How is that? How does that equal me being like so terribly unfit that I feel pain, like good amount of pain, while getting while getting off the bike after like 10-15 minutes? And how come the solution that people offer me for that is like doing something so basic, like, yeah, well, I started doing this, yeah, like a routine that I've seen on YouTube. It's like 5 minutes a day or something. Like, oh, I occasionally go for a run. I mean, I'm happy for you, but like, this is, so like, I am at the level where I'm completely crippled by my unfitness. But then if I do this like tiny little thing that is nothing in comparison to what I have done, then it's gonna be fine, because then I'm gonna have. Am I sick? Like, am I? Like, am I disabled in some way? Am I? Like, I want to know. Do they not actually feel pain? And if they don't, I really want to know. Because I don't think I don't feel like I'm like that. I don't want to say that, but it's unpleasant, like a foul taste in my mouth. But like, I'm not like a fat slob sitting on the couch. I'm quoting here. I'm quoting what's in the people's fucking minds. I don't generally think of people sitting on the couch like that, and with this terminology. I don't feel I'm this, like, whatever the picture is that I don't feel that I'm like a top sports person or something. I'm like, I'm a knight, like, but I'm like, I'm okay. My level of physical activity is okay. I do what most people do, or like occasionally I do what most people don't do because I'm insane. But that, like, if you just count like the hours of activity, that checks out. Or sometimes I could even like do maybe more than the general population, because yeah, when I travel, I just walk around all the time, or I go on hikes. Like every day I go on a hike. Like if I compare myself with like people who do sports, who play sports, like I did when I was a teenager, or like with like through hikers, people who do long hikes, like who are some kind of like professional adjacent, then yeah, I'm not them. I'm not myself when I played basketball. I was shit at it. It was very difficult for me, and the doctors always told me not to do that because of my gut issues, which that triggered. And I hate running and basketball, but I remember the hours we did and the exercise we did and the numbers of like repetitions that we did. I'm not doing that, and people who are not like in a sports club, they're not doing that. So do these general like what percentage of this general population, people who like they have a job and they occasionally have some physical activity, maybe they join like a lesson of like something like yoga, or they go for a walk occasionally and this sort of thing, like do they have this shooting butt pain when they get off the bike or no? Because if no, I might even go to the doctor and they will tell me, well, like you need to eat more vegetables and drink more water. And I'm like, I drink like I drink like 70% more than you do, or anyone in this building, because I drink all the fucking time. And vegetable is basically all I eat because it's my hyperfixation. Like I love vegetables. Like the universe is hinting that there is something, some kind of like systemic physical problem with maybe like my bones or something, or like skeletal structure. I don't know, but there's like, because I've been seeing a lot of things about kind of like physical disabilities, problems that are comorbid with autism. But I cannot come to a conclusion like that. It was just, well, I have a vagina, therefore, like I have brown eyes, therefore I have two cats, therefore it's probably like a brain tumor. Nah, I want like actual data, actual information. But I've never been able to get it. I've never been able to like do preliminary research. But I get this fun shooting butt pain, and I swear like a sailor when I get off the bike, and it's funny. And I have an apple. We've got camels. Hello, camels. I like camels. I really like camels. These are not the only camels that I have. I have more camels on me. But these are too big to carry away.